Well, hello everybody. It's lovely to be able to connect with you in this way. It's not as lovely as connecting with you face to face, but for the time being, this is what we're going to do, and it's just really a fantastic opportunity for us to continue with our Dru Yoga practice and to put all those lovely skills that we've learned over the past few months to good use. So today's class we're going to focus on two things. We're going to focus on releasing and letting go. So that can be physical, something physical that you want to let go of, some tension or some pain, discomfort. And it can also be emotional letting go. So those could be emotions around sadness or frustration, fear, anything really that's not serving you. And then we're going to couple that with empowerment. So we're going to look at how we can tap into our innate sense of personal power and how we can use that to face challenging times and to find courage that perhaps we didn't think we had, and resilience that we didn't think we had. So, and I have found a quote that I'd like to share with you, which I think is quite timely for the current circumstances, and it goes like this: sometimes we're tested not to show our weaknesses, but to discover our strengths. And I think yoga practice, no matter what form of yoga you practice, it does that naturally. I think, we come into ourselves, we come into the stillness and we reconnect, and we do find things inside us that we never thought we had before. So I hope that that's what you'll take away from this lesson, and without further ado we'll get on with our activations. So let's get our bodies nicely warmed up. So we'll begin just by rotating our wrists. So just moving them one way. If you can hear clicking, it's mine. Okay, and then going the other way. So just really moving the wrists and the joints, getting them nicely warmed up. Okay, and then we'll just start to shake them out. So really releasing any tension, flicking off anything that doesn't serve you, and then taking that up into your elbows. Lovely. So really feeling the elbow joints beginning to move and open, and the muscles beginning to warm up if you weren't warming up already. And then take that right up into your shoulders, keeping your knees soft, your core engaged. Lovely. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take that up and out to the side and bring it down in front of us, and then take it up in front of us and down to the side, and again up and down. And then we're going to do alternate arms. We're going to lift up one way, keep shaking, and the other way, and again. Lovely. And we'll just do that once more on either side, and again. Lovely. Okay, so putting your weight down through your left leg, I'll mirror you. I just want you to give your right foot a good shake. Okay, so just like we did with our wrists and our hands, just loosening up the joint, releasing any tension that might be there. Okay, and then taking that up into your knee. So again, taking care if you've got knee problems, don't overdo it. Lovely. And then we'll take it a bit more up into the hip. And if you can really engage your core, you can take your leg out to the side and behind. And then take it back out to the side, all the way around, and place it back down. And this time you're going to go with your left foot. So again, shaking that foot out. Lovely. That's it. Bringing some energy into the foot, some warmth, and then take that into your knee. Lovely. Woo. And then into your hip. So out to the sides. And don't forget, I can't see you if you fall over at home, so you can all see me, but okay, and taking it round and placing it back down again. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just gentle swinging the arms. So keep your knees nice and soft, and just swinging the arms backwards and forwards. Lovely. So just getting the shoulders nicely warmed up, keeping those core muscles engaged. So a little bit higher, opening up through the chest, and then we're going to go into our ski jumper. So the next time we lift up, we're going to sweep our arms down and then back up again. Lovely. So don't forget to bend the knees as you come up. Use your core muscles And just really feel that lovely opening through the chest and that beautiful release, and let go as you breathe out to come down. That's it, lovely. And again. Let's do it one more time. Okay. And then let's go into our spinal twist. So legs slightly further apart, and just allow the hands just to swing around the body, just loose like pendulums, just tapping the lower back and the hips, and then beginning to lift that opposite heel of the way you turn. So again, allowing the arms to swing around the body, and beginning to feel a lovely twist in the whole of the spine, and beginning to lift the arms a little bit higher, and then you just have one hand tapping your shoulder and the other hand tapping the small of your back. Lovely. And then both hands to shoulder height, and then above, as if you're making a big happy smile on the ceiling. Oops, I think I've got some cobwebs in here. Don't look too hard. Back to shoulder height. Okay, and then all the way back down again. Lovely. And then just allow the hands to come to rest. So we're going to just do some hip circles now. So we'll start off just with a small circle. Doesn't matter which direction you go in. Keep those core muscles engaged. And then just gradually making that circle bigger every time. That's it, so really feel the hips opening. Fantastic, lovely. And then we'll go the other way. So circling all the way around. Fantastic, making those circles a little bit smaller. Okay, so now we're going to go into a figure of 8 with our hips. So you're going to take the hips one way and then the other way. Lovely. Okay, and then I want you to release the hands from the hips and just bring the shoulders into the movement. That's it. And then you're going to bring the elbows in. Lovely. And then the hands raise up, and it's like you're doing a beautiful backstroke. Sweeping the arms behind. Lovely. And then bringing that movement down. Okay. Okay, so taking the legs a little bit further apart again, we're going to do some lunges to the side. So we're just going to go over one knee and over the other. Okay, so try and keep your back nice and straight, and down over one thigh and then the other. So this is helping to stretch out this muscle here, which we're going to use later. Okay, I'll just do that a couple more times. Okay, alright, so leaving that there. Bringing the feet back in, hands to rest at the heart. We're just going to take that ball of energy between our hands in a figure of 8, sideways figure of 8. And just feel that lovely movement through the spine again. So taking it high, lovely, and then taking it a bit lower. That's it, beautiful. And then bringing it back up towards the heart. Back to rest. Lovely. Okay, so everyone's nicely warmed up, I hope. Okay, so get a drink if you need one. I do. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to our energy block release sequence. Okay, so we're going to practice energy block release 1, which is our foundation sequence in Dru, and it's such a wonderful sequence to do. It really helps to release the stuck energy in your body. So in your spine, that can be physical energy that's stuck there. Again, it can be emotional energy that's stuck there, and it helps to bring a lovely sense of calm to the mind as well, which is just what we all need at the moment, isn't it? So okay, so just again use the breath to allow the body and the mind to settle as we work through this beautiful sequence. Okay, so while I put the music back on, if you want to get yourselves standing with feet hip width distance apart, that would be lovely. Okay. Okay, so those of you that know this sequence, you're welcome to close your eyes just while we get into this lovely Tadasana, this mountain posture. and we go through our alignment breath before we begin. If you want to keep your eyes open, that's fine. I won't know what you're doing, so don't worry about it. I know that you'll be watching me probably, so okay. So take your awareness down to the soles of your feet. You might want to lift the toes up and place them back down again, just to feel the whole of the feet completely connected with the mat beneath you. Okay, so then moving that awareness from the feet, just drawing it up through the ankles, the shins, all the way up to the knees, checking that the knees are just gently off lock, nice and soft, and then keep drawing that awareness up through the thighs, up into the pelvis, into the hips. And I just want you to check that your pelvis is in a neutral position, so just rocking the pelvis backwards and forwards and just seeing where feels neutral for you. And then when you've found that position, focusing on the muscles below the navel and just engaging the abdominal muscles and the pelvic floor muscles, just 10 or 15%, so that you can still breathe naturally and feeling that lovely corset of protection just engaging around the lower body. Okay. So continue to take your awareness up through the body, all the way up to the sternum. And the next time you breathe in, lift the sternum vertically. Feel that space being created. And then breathing in again, drawing the shoulders up and just rotating them back and allowing them to come to rest in their natural pockets. And then visualising you've got this beautiful golden thread attached to the crown of your head. And as you breathe in, feel that cord just gently pulling and lifting the crown towards the sky. And as it does so, elongating the spine, creating that extra little bit of space between the vertebrae, growing maybe 1/4 of an inch, and then checking in that your chin is parallel to the ground. And if you hadn't closed your eyes, you might want to while we just go through this alignment breath. So taking your awareness right down to the soles of your feet, I want you to visualise that you've got roots growing out of your feet, extending right down into the earth. And when you're ready, breathing in through those roots, drawing the breath up into the chest. And as you breathe out, exhale up and out through the crown of the head. Breathing in through the crown, down into the lungs. And breathing out, releasing through the soles of the feet. Breathing in again, drawing in the strength of the earth all the way up into the body. And breathing out and letting go up to the skies. Breathing in the freedom and the space of the sky, down, and as you breathe out, softening and letting go through the soles of the feet. One last time, breathing in the strength of the earth, stability, up into the body, and breathing out and releasing. And then just allow your breath to return to its normal rhythm. And then when you're ready, gently opening your eyes. And we're just going to very subtly rock backwards and forwards onto the toes, and then back onto the heels, keeping the whole of the soles of the feet in contact with the mat at all times. So backwards onto your heels, and forwards onto your toes. Last time, backwards and forwards. And then you're going to go over to your right side, back onto your heels, and over to your left and forwards. So over to your right, back to your left and forwards. So you're just testing your centre of gravity here. Lovely. And the next time you come to the front, we're going to go the other way. So taking your weight over to the left side, to the heels, to the right and forwards. And again, coming round. And then just one more time, all the way around. And then when you get to the front, just stand in that central, neutral position, strong and tall like the mountain. And I'm going to mirror you, so I want you to take your left hand below your navel, right hand over your head, breathing in as you lift, breathing out and reaching over. Breathing in, imagining you've got that giant beach ball in your hands, breathing out. Breathing in as you lift, and breathing out to stretch. Breathing in again, breathing out. Lifting as you breathe in, stretching over as you breathe out. Breathing in again, keeping your hands in your line of vision at all times, breathing out. Lift and breathing in, stretch and breathe out. Just do it one more time on each side, breathing in and breathing out. Lift, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift and breathe out. Breathing in again, and then taking the hands in front of you with your elbows at 90 degrees. And we're going to lift as we breathe in, lifting the fingers up towards the ceiling and breathing out. And this time, if you want to come up onto your toes, just remember to engage your core muscles. So you're breathing in as you lift, stretching as much as you can, breathing out as you lower the arms back down. One more time, breathing in, lifting, breathing out and coming back down. And this time you're going to take the hands to rest at the side of the shoulders. So breathing in and squeezing, breathing out, pushing away. Breathing in, squeezing, breathing out, keeping your elbows soft. Breathing in, breathing out, releasing. Taking the hands down. We're going to rotate the shoulders now, so we're going to open them. And then we're going to rotate them forwards. So you're breathing in as you open through the chest and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Just beginning to lift the arms up little by little every time you rotate the shoulders. Beautiful. And then when you get to shoulder height, I want you to just look gently to the right, twist the left hand over, and the next time you breathe in, go the other way. So breathing out, extending the fingertips, breathing in, and just doing that on every breath. And really feel those arms getting a beautiful stretch and that lovely twisting in the shoulders. And just gradually allowing the hands to lower, just little by little, all the way down. Okay, so taking your fingertips onto your shoulders now, and we're going to rotate the arms back. So we're going to breathe in, brushing the ears with the arms, and breathe out. Bending the knees, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Then we're going to go the other way, so breathing in to go back, and out. Breathing in and out. One more time, breathing in and releasing the hands as you breathe out. We're going to move the neck now, we're going to stretch the neck. So what I want you to do is just drop the chin down to the chest and uncurl as if you've got a pencil tucked underneath your chin. So dropping the chin down, and then feeling that lovely stretch through the back of the neck. One more time, lifting, stretching the muscles. And now you're going to drop your right ear to your right shoulder. So imagine you've got two heavy bags of shopping, and you're just going to breathe in. And as you breathe out, just dropping that right ear down. Breathing in, breathing out to go to the left. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. So it doesn't have to be a big movement, just a nice gentle stretch. Last time. And then looking over our shoulders, keeping the chin parallel to the floor, so breathing in and breathing out. So we're going to do a spinal twist movement now. So you're going to raise your hands to shoulder height. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you turn your hips to the right, and the left hand traces up and sits on the shoulder, both arms 90 degrees. And then you breathe in to come back and unravel that spine. And you breathe out, the hips turn first, and the right hand sits on the left shoulder, both elbows at 90 degrees. Breathing in to come back, turning the right foot out 90 degrees. Breathing out, lifting the left heel off the mat. Breathing in and coming back. Breathing out as that foot turns out, the hips turn, the heel comes off the floor. And breathing in to come back. Turning the foot out again. Take a breath in. Breathe out, and this time as you turn, place the right hand in the small of the back. Check that your other arm is parallel to the floor. Breathe in and breathe out to just take the twist a little deeper. Breathe in, float the arms back to the front. Turning the left foot out at 90 degrees, breathing in and out as you twist, turn the hips. The left hand sitting in the small of the back. Breathe in, breathe out to twist a little deeper. And then breathe in and float the arms back and down. So a lovely forward and backwards bend now. So your hands on the small of your back like that, or like that, whatever's comfortable. So you're going to breathe in, opening the chest, looking up, breathing out as you hinge forwards. And when you need to, bend your knees, uncurl from the base of the spine, one vertebrae at a time, head the last thing to come up. When you're ready, breathing in again, expanding the chest, breathing out, hinging forwards, bending the knees, tucking the pelvis under and uncurling the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Last time, breathing in, hinging as you breathe out. Allow the hands to trace down the backs of the legs and just separate the feet a little bit wider. And we're just going to allow the head and the hands to hang down and just swing the hands from one foot to the other. So again, the hands are acting like a pendulum, just swinging from one side to the other, getting a lovely stretch through the lower back and the backs of the legs. And then when you're ready, turn your right foot out 90 degrees, and then coming down for a nice stretch over the right leg. So coming down over that right thigh, holding onto your knee or your calf muscle or your ankle or the floor, wherever's comfortable for you. Okay, breathing in and out, smiling. And when you're ready, bend that right leg, walk your hands across in front of you and turn the left foot out 90 degrees, and again coming down over that leg, over that thigh, holding on to wherever's comfortable for you and just feeling a lovely deep stretch. And then bending that knee, walking the hands back around again, and then heel toeing your feet back to hip width distance, coming down into a squat if that's comfortable for you. If it's not, you could do a standing cat practice here. Okay. Alright, so when we're ready, we've got our balance, we've engaged our core. We're going to breathe in and lift the hands to shoulder height. Breathe out, place the hands on the floor, and as you breathe in, pushing the base of the spine right up to the ceiling, straightening the legs. Coming down again as you bend the knees on the out breath. Breathing in, lifting the hands to shoulder height. Breathing out, hands down. Breathing in, pushing up. Breathing out, bending the knees. Breathing in as you lift. Last time, breathing out, hands go down, breathe in, and this time place the backs of the hands together, bend the knees if you need to, and as you breathe in, uncurl from the base of the spine, one vertebrae at a time, drawing the hands up the centre line in front of the heart, the throat, up and over the head. Taking a big breath in, and then drawing the hands to the heart. And just closing your eyes for a moment. And just scanning your body. Noticing your breath, the beat of your heart. And just any sensations. And then when you're ready, gently opening your eyes and releasing your hands. Okay, so I hope everybody feels absolutely fine after that sequence, and that you do feel that your mind has slowed down a little bit, and your breath as well perhaps, and just a little bit more of a sense of stillness and calm in your body. Okay, alright, so we're going to move on to our next part of the class, which is our postures. So I'm just going to turn the music off for a moment. Okay, and you can take a seat actually just while we talk about this next part of the class. I'm going to kneel down because that's where we need to be. Okay, so we're going to do two postures. So one of them we have touched on before, but I'll go through it again. So the first posture we're going to do is Padaghasan, which is the gate. And I know we talked about releasing and letting go, and that's what a big part of this posture is about. So the physical benefits are you get a fantastic stretch through the side of the body up into the intercostal muscles here, also through the hip abductor. But what you also get is like a stretching and a squeezing of the abdominal organs, especially the kidneys and the liver. And the liver is a source of holding on to irritation and anger. And so increasing the blood flow to this part of the body really helps to revitalise it, and also helps to release those emotions that you might not want to hold on to anymore. So there's some really lovely benefits to this particular posture. And then the other posture we're going to do, and we're going to flow one into the other, is Vigrasan, which is the tiger. So it's kind of, it's like the cat, but it's a bit more empowering. So so physically the tiger's great because you get this lovely flexion and extension of your spine, and it really helps to strengthen and tone the lower back and the abdominal organs as well. So, but energetically, it activates this Manipura chakra here, which is where our power is, where our sense of power comes from. And so, by moving into this posture after we've done the gate, what we're going to do is build on that ability to find courage, especially in times of challenge. You know, when we're facing challenges, it's really important, I think. So that's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to demonstrate the two postures separately. If I flow into them, you won't really be able to see me because it will become clear. But when we do it together, we'll flow from one to the other. Okay, so I'll show you what it looks like first, and then we'll do some body preps and we'll go into it together. Okay. All right. So this is the gate. And now I'm just going to show you the tiger, so the other way around, so you can see what's happening. Okay, so just some health considerations to think about with these postures. So if you have any problems kneeling, if you find that difficult, and you can see from what we've just done that you might not be able to do it in that way, what you can do, and I haven't got a chair to show you, what you can do is the gait can be done on a chair. So you can sit on a chair, take your leg out to one side, and you can do the exact same movement, reaching over one way, and then instead of putting your hand on the floor, obviously just put it on the side of the chair or just rest it here and take the hand the other way. So that's completely possible. And also when we do the tiger, you could do the same thing. So you could have the chair in front of you, place your hands on the chair in a standing position, so hinge forwards, and then again you could breathe in, breathe out, draw the knee towards the forehead and extend it out behind you. So there are ways to do this if you do have tricky knees, okay? And the same applies for if reaching down, when we're in this position here and we move from this side across, if reaching the floor is too much of a challenge, then if you've got a block or something that you could put here to place your hand on, then that would be really ideal as well. Okay, so that's just a couple of things to consider. All right. Okay, so before we go into the actual the sequence, and it's a posture sequence, so we're putting the two sequences together, and it's called the empowerment sequence, and we're going to finish it off with a really lovely empowerment breath as well. So that's what I quite like about this. All right, so we're going to do just some quick stretches so that we don't hurt ourselves as we go through it. So the first one we're going to do is a hip abductor stretch, which we touched on a little bit. So if you're comfortable coming up onto your feet in a squat position, you can do it kneeling down if that's not comfortable. Just taking out one leg to the side, okay, have your toes pointing that way, and this is where you want to feel the stretch, okay. So again, trying to keep your spine nice and tall and straight. You could even put your shoulders back and down. Okay, we can check all parts of our posture even when we're doing a body prep, can't we? Okay, so really feel into that lovely stretch in this part of the leg, and if you wanted to, you could point the toe to the ceiling and point it away from you, get a different kind of stretch that way, and then lift it back up and point it to the front. Okay, so when you feel you've stretched that enough, draw that leg back in and we'll go across to the other side. So again, stretching that leg out as much as you can. The foot is facing towards the wall in front of you, and really feeling this muscle here getting a lovely deep stretch. Okay, breathing, smiling. Okay, okay, so drawing that leg back in, I'm going to come onto our knees again, and we're going to do a stretch that's going to stretch out our quadratus lumborum muscles in the sides. So all we're going to do is you're going to take your left hand beneath your navel, just like we did in EBR1. You're going to breathe in and then breathe out and really reach over and feel the whole side of your body just getting a lovely deep stretch. You can keep breathing while you're there, you don't have to hold your breath. And then when you're ready, engage those muscles to come back, lift the arms, and then take it the other way. So breathe in and breathe out. Don't go too far, don't want you to fall over. Okay. Keep breathing, keep stretching. Okay, and then coming back. And there we go. Okay, so let's see if we can put these two postures together. I'll talk you through it as we go, so don't worry if you're not quite sure. So we begin in a kneeling position. Okay. Alright. Okay. So just bring your hands in prayer position at the heart. And then just take a lovely deep breath in, lifting the arms up, drawing the energy above the head. And then as you breathe out, drawing them down to the heart and just closing your eyes for a moment. Noticing the stillness. Just allowing the body to settle in the mind as well. And just remembering that as we do this practice of this particular posture, it's a wonderful opportunity to release and let go of all those unwanted emotions. So when you're ready, opening your eyes, releasing the hands, breathing in as you come up, and then taking the left leg out to the side, so I'll mirror you. Okay, so you want your instep of your foot to be in line with your knee ideally, and you want to have a nice straight vertical line here. Okay, so having palms just resting below the navel, shoulders back and down, core muscles engaged. Okay, so on your next in-breath, you're going to take that hand up, and as you breathe out, just take a gentle stretch over to the sides. Keep breathing. And imagine you've got that sheet of glass in front of you so that you can't come forwards. So only go as far as you can, keeping that lovely straight plane of alignment. And really feel this beautiful opening through the intercostal muscles and the side of the body. And then when we're ready to move, we're going to engage these muscles quite strongly as we breathe in and lift up. And then put your block there if you need it. I should have said that before. And as we breathe out, take that hand down. And then take the hand in a diagonal line above you. So you're aiming to have a beautiful straight line from the foot right the way up the leg, through the body and to the tips of your fingers. It's a really, really lovely stretch. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, engage those muscles strongly as you breathe in to lift up. And breathe out, lower the arms. And take the knee back in. We're going to come down into the cat posture now so we can go into our tiger. So I'll do it facing this way, but you've seen what it looks like. So the hands are directly underneath the shoulders, the knees are directly beneath the hips, and you want your spine, the whole of your spine, in a beautiful straight line. Shoulders gliding down your back, looking straight down at the floor. So you're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you're going to draw your left knee towards your nose. And as you breathe in, keeping your hips level, stretch that leg behind you, just looking up slightly. Breathing out, drawing the left knee to the nose, curling the back up. Breathing in and pushing away, keeping those hips level. One more time. Breathing out, knee to nose. Breathing in, stretching away, lengthening the spine. Bring the knee back down and come back into a lovely extended child pose. Resting your forehead on the floor, arms stretched out in front of you. Draw the arms around the sides of the legs and then slowly uncurl one vertebrae at a time. Let the head be the last thing to come up. Okay. So we're going to do it to the other side now. Okay, so everybody ready? Okay, so hands at the heart again. Big breath in and out. Another big breath in, drawing the energy as you lift the hands all the way up above the head. Breathing out, bringing the hands back down to the heart. Again, closing your eyes. Breathing in deeply. Drawing that beautiful energy into the heart. And then when you're ready, opening your eyes. Breathing in as you come up. Placing the right leg out this time. Again, checking in that you've got that lovely alignment. Taking the hands below the navel. And when you're ready, breathing in, taking the left hand up and over. Breathing out and reaching over. Again, remember what we're focusing on. We're releasing and we're letting go. So you're really opening and releasing any tension that might be held in the side of the body, anything that's stuck and has felt immovable. Really focus on letting that go. And then when you're ready, engage these core muscles as strongly as you can. Breathing in to lift up. Breathing out, taking that hand to the floor if it's comfortable to. And breathing in and reaching away. So again, trying to create that beautiful straight line from the toe, from the foot up the leg, through the side of the body to the tips of the fingers. Keep breathing and smiling. And just know that you're releasing and you're letting go with every breath. And then when you're ready, engage those core muscles. Breathing in, lift yourself up. Breathe out, lower the arms. Take the knee back in. And we're going to come down into the cat again. So your hands underneath your shoulders again. Your knees underneath your hips. Okay, nice straight back, just looking at the floor. So you can take a breath in, and as you breathe out, draw the right knee to the nose, curling the spine, and then stretching out as you breathe in. Breathing out, drawing the right knee to the nose, curling the spine, breathing in and pushing that leg away, keeping the hips level. Coming in again, as you breathe out, and you breathe in, and then placing that knee back down, coming back into extended child one more time. And if it's not comfortable to have your head on the floor, you can just rest one fist on top of the other and just rest your forehead there. So if that feels more comfortable for you, then go ahead and try that. And then draw those arms around the side of the body. Just feel the heart, feel the energy of the heart as it expands through the whole of the body. As you breathe out, you release and you let go. And with every inhalation, you feel the heart center expanding throughout the whole of the body. And then when you're ready, just gently uncurling, coming up one vertebrae at a time. Okay, so that was our empowerment sequence, and we're going to finish it before we go into our relaxation, which I know you're all waiting for. We're going to finish it with a lovely empowerment breath. Okay, so this is something we haven't done before. It's quite straightforward, so nothing to worry about. Okay, so we stay in this kneeling position. Again, if it's uncomfortable for you to kneel, sit yourself on a chair or the edge of your bed or whatever room you're doing your yoga in as we go through this. Okay, so to do this breath, I'll take you through. We can just do it straight away together. So you're going to lift your arms up to shoulder height. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Glide the shoulders down your spine, down your back. Just turn that down a tiny bit. Okay, alright. So this is what we're going to do. So you're going to lift your right arm up as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're going to take that arm behind you and look at it if you can. And keep breathing. And on your next inhalation, you're going to take the hand all the way up to the ceiling and you're going to bring it down as you breathe out. So we'll do that on the left side. So shoulders back and down. Breathing in as you lift the left hand. Breathing out as you take that hand behind you. Continuing to breathe. On your next in-breath, drawing that hand all the way up above you. And breathing out and placing it back in front of you. So again, breathing in, lifting the right hand. Breathing out, reaching behind. Keep breathing. And this is an amazing heart opener. Really, really wonderful breath for opening through the heart. Breathing in again, lifting that right hand up. Breathing out. And again, on either side, breathing in, lifting the left hand up. And breathing out as you float the arm behind you. Using the breath to feel that beautiful expansion through the heart. And when you're ready, breathing in again, lifting the hand, breathing out. Just give your arms a rest. Okay, so we'll do it again. And this time I want you to visualise as we go through the breath that there's a light in your heart, and that when you breathe in and you breathe out, you feel that light expanding right out into the rest of your body. Okay, so let's give that a go. So raise the arms up, and when you're ready, breathing in, lifting that arm up, that right arm, breathing out, reaching behind. Continuing to breathe, feeling the heart and the mind opening, feeling that light expanding, and then as you breathe in, you draw that light up and spread it throughout the whole of the right side of the body. And again, breathing in, lifting the left hand, breathing out, reaching behind, continuing to breathe. Visualising that beautiful light at your heart centre, expanding and growing with every breath. Breathing in, lifting the arm, breathing out and feeling that light spreading throughout the whole of the left side of the body. And just do it one more time on each side. Breathing in, breathing out. Really feeling that beautiful sense of empowerment through the heart. And when you're ready, breathing in, breathing out. Last time. Breathing in, lifting the left hand. Breathing out, continuing to breathe as you look towards that hand. Feeling that incredible expansion across the chest and the heart, the light spreading. And when you're ready, breathing in, lifting that light and drawing it all the way down. And then just give your arms a rest. Okay, so you've just done amazing work on releasing and letting go and empowering yourself. So I hope you're ready now to have your relaxation. Okay, so if you want to get yourselves comfortable, and remember, you want to have a nice blanket over you to keep yourselves nice and warm. And if you need a cushion underneath your knees so that your back is sort of more against the mat, you could use one of those. If you've got an eye mask or one of those lovely lavender eye pillows, you could put one of those on. But just do whatever you need to do to get yourself really, really comfortable. Okay, I'm just going to get my cushion to sit on. Turn the light off. a bit of an atmosphere. Pretend I'm all with you, or I'm with you all. Okay. Okay, so I hope I've given you enough time to get yourselves into that lovely, comfortable, cosy position. You've made your little nest all around you, you've got your blankets, you've got your pillows, your eye cushions. No distractions, hopefully, although I know that's not always easy at home, is it? So we just have to do the best we can. My children are banished to the living room, told not to come anywhere near, so. Okay, so just as you lie there, remember to have your feet just to the edges of your mat and just falling out to the side. So try not to have them tucked in too tightly with your blanket or whatever you've put over you. You want to be able to have them just gently relaxed and the feet falling out to the sides. And the same with your arms and your hands. If you can, have them just resting slightly away from the body with the palms facing up. That's absolutely fine. Okay. So just taking a couple of really lovely, long, deep breaths, drawing the breath into the body, and as you release, feeling the body beginning to relax and to let go. So just doing that a couple more times. And then just becoming aware of all the points of contact that your body has with the earth beneath it. So the backs of the feet, the legs, the lower back, the shoulders, the backs of your arms and hands, the back of your head. And now I'm going to invite you to take your awareness all the way down through the body, right down to the soles of your feet. And as you breathe in, I want you to draw the toes towards the face and push the heels away, feeling the muscles contracting. And then as you breathe out, allowing all the muscles of the feet and the ankles to relax. Breathing in again, drawing the toes towards the face, pushing the heels away, feeling that tension in the feet. And as you breathe out, feel the feet letting go and completely relaxing. Inviting you to move the awareness from your feet now up through the ankles, the shins, right the way up into the knees. And as you breathe in this time, pushing the backs of the knees deeply down into the mat, feeling the muscles of the legs tightening. And as you breathe out, allowing those muscles to soften and to relax. And when you're ready to breathe in again, pushing the backs of the knees down, feeling the tightness through the muscles, through the legs. And then as you breathe out, letting go and relaxing. Drawing the awareness now from the knees all the way up through the thighs, into the hips and into the pelvis. And as you breathe in, squeezing the buttocks tightly, feeling the hips rising. And then as you breathe out, allowing those muscles to soften and to melt back down into the mat beneath you. Breathing in again, squeezing those muscles as tightly as you can. And then as you breathe out, allowing them to surrender and to completely relax. Moving the awareness now into the abdomen. And this time as you breathe in, drawing the navel towards the spine, feeling all the muscles of the abdomen contracting. And as you breathe out, allow those muscles to soften and to release. Breathing in again, drawing the navel towards the spine. And then as you breathe out, allowing those muscles to surrender and to soften. Taking that awareness now from the abdomen up through the sternum and into the chest, into the lungs. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in, feel the lungs expanding and the chest rising. And as you breathe out, allow the chest to soften and the muscles to relax. And breathing in again, filling those lungs, feeling the chest rise and the muscles contract. And as you breathe out, allow every muscle of the chest to surrender and to relax. Moving your awareness now down to the base of the spine. And this time as you breathe in, see if you can push the lower back deeply down into the mat, feeling all those muscles engaging. And then as you breathe out, allow those muscles to relax and to let go. Breathing in again as you push the lower back down into the floor. And as you breathe out, feel all of those muscles surrendering and letting go. Feeling the awareness moving from the lower spine all the way up the spine now to the space between the shoulder blades. And the next time you breathe in, just gently moving the shoulder blades towards each other. And as you breathe out, allow those muscles to melt back down into the mat beneath. Breathing in again and squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other, feeling the muscles tighten. And as you breathe out, allow those muscles to relax and feel any tension just drifting away. Taking your awareness from the shoulders now down the arms, to the elbows, the wrists, and into the palms of the hands. And just gently making a soft clench fist. Next time you breathe in, lift both arms just gently a few centimetres off the floor, rotating them towards the body. And then as you breathe out, rotate them away and allow the arms to rest, palms facing up on the mat, deeply relaxed. Clenching the fists again as you breathe in, lifting the arms, rotating them towards the body, rotating them away as you breathe out, and allow the backs of the arms and the hands to rest heavily on the mat beneath you. Inviting you to bring the awareness up to the shoulders again now, and this time as you breathe in, just lifting the shoulders gently towards the ears, and then as you breathe out, allowing the shoulders to glide down the back, to soften and to relax. Breathing in again, drawing the shoulders up towards the ears, and as you breathe out, allow the shoulders to soften, all the muscles to surrender and to let go. Now keeping the back of your head in contact with the mat or the pillow that's beneath you, as you breathe in, just gently tuck the chin towards the chest, feeling the back of the neck getting a beautiful stretch, and then as you breathe out, allow the chin to rise and the muscles of the neck to relax. And again, breathing in, drawing the chin towards the chest, feeling the back of the neck, all of the muscles tightening. And as you breathe out, the chin gently rises and the muscles soften and let go. Taking that awareness now to all the muscles of your face, so the muscles of your forehead, around your eyes and your nose, around your mouth, the muscles in your cheeks, the ones that attach to your ears. And the next time you breathe in, squeeze every muscle in your face as tightly as you can. Really squeeze and hold those muscles as tightly as you can. And then as you breathe out, let every single muscle release and relax. And then breathing in again, squeezing all the muscles of the face as tightly as you can, holding that tension. And as you breathe out, feel that beautiful wave of relaxation across the whole of the face. And inviting you now to move that awareness from the head, taking it down through the body again, all the way down to the soles of the feet. And this time I'd like you to imagine that you've got a beautiful amber golden light just resting beneath the sole of the right foot. And as you breathe in its beautiful warm healing energy into the foot, into the ankle, over the top of the foot. And as you breathe out, you feel that beautiful wave of relaxation, softening all the muscles body deeply let go. And then you feel and you sense that amber light now resting in the right ankle. And the next time you breathe in, you feel that light travelling up through the shin and the calf muscle all the way up into the knee. And as you breathe out, you feel the muscles and the ligaments, every part of the lower right leg relaxing deeply. That beautiful light now, that amber glow, resting in the knee, and as you breathe in, draw its energy, its beautiful healing warmth all the way up through the muscles of the upper leg, the thigh, right the way up into the hips, into the pelvis. And as you breathe out, feel the whole of the right leg softening and deeply letting go. Visualize that light now, and it's resting just beneath the sole of the left foot. And when you're ready to breathe in, draw its warmth into the sole of the foot, over the top of the foot, around the heel and into the ankle. And as you breathe out, feel all the parts, the muscles, the bones, every part of the left foot letting go and relaxing. Sense that warmth now, that beautiful amber glow resting in the ankle of the left foot. And when you're ready, breathe this beautiful relaxation all the way up through the calf muscles and the shin, right up into the left knee. And as you breathe out, feel all those muscles softening and letting go. Feeling that light now, sensing that beautiful amber glow resting in the left knee. And as you breathe in, draw that beautiful light all the way up through the thigh, into the hip and into the pelvis. And as you breathe out, feel the whole of the left leg relaxing deeply, completely surrendering. And now that beautiful amber glow is resting in the hips and in the pelvis. And as you breathe in, feel its beautiful light bathing all of the organs of the abdomen. And as you breathe out, feel that beautiful wave of relaxation washing over all of those organs, the whole of the abdomen. Sense that light now as it rests in the abdomen. Breathing it in, taking that beautiful light up into the chest and into the lungs. And again, as you breathe out, feel that wave of relaxation, softening and relaxing every muscle. And now visualize that beautiful glow resting at the base of the spine. And when you're ready, breathe that light in and feel it travelling through every vertebrae of the spine, right up to the top of the spine. And then as you breathe out, feel that relaxation, that surrender of the whole of the back, deeply relaxed and letting go. Feel that amber light now, that glow, just resting in both palms of the hands. And when you're ready, breathe that light in and draw it up through the wrists, into the elbows, up into the shoulders. And as you breathe out, feel all of the muscles and the tendons relaxing and letting go. And then take that light up into the shoulders, and next time you breathe in, take it up into the back of the neck, into the back of the head. Feel it washing over the head, the muscles of the face. And as you breathe out, let go and feel the whole of the body deeply relaxed. And then take your awareness to your heart center as you lie and rest in this beautiful space of stillness. Feel a beautiful sense of peace and joy and contentment. As you rest in that space, you might want to affirm to yourself, I honour and deeply respect the highest within myself. I honour and deeply respect the highest within myself. And just rest in stillness, just for a few moments. I'd like you to move your awareness to the space above the crown of your head, and imagine that resting in that space above the head is the most beautiful, radiant ball of light you've ever seen, just like the sun shining at midday on a midsummer's day. And as you breathe in, draw that radiant light and energy down through the crown, washing over all the muscles of the face, around the back of the head, and down the neck into the shoulders. And feel every part, every muscle, every fibre, every cell being revitalised and completely re-energised. And breathing in again, taking that beautiful, vibrant light, drawing it down from the crown into the shoulders, and feeling that light travelling down the upper arms, into the elbows, down into the wrists and into the hands, and feel that light as it reawakens and revitalises every muscle, every part of both of the arms. You might feel its beautiful light tingling, its energy in the palms of your hands. And breathing in again, this time take that light and its energy down into the chest. Feel it expanding through the lungs, nourishing and nurturing every part of the chest. Breathing that light in again, this time draw it down through the crown into the chest, and feel it expanding down into the abdomen, washing over all of the organs, the stomach, the kidneys, the spleen, the liver, feeling every organ reawakened and revitalised by this beautiful light. When you're ready, breathe that light in again and draw its radiant energy, and feel it cascading down the spine like a beautiful golden waterfall. Feel that light touching every vertebrae as it reaches the very base of the spine. Visualise that light extending out from the spine across the whole of the back, reawakening and re-energising every muscle. Continuing to breathe that light and drawing it down now through the upper body, this time down from the pelvis into the thighs. Feel that light being taken into the knees, touching the structure of the knees, the ligaments, the muscles of the upper legs. Feel the energy reawakening and revitalising them. And then again, one last time, breathe that light, taking it down through the body, the legs, beyond the knees, down through the muscles of the shins, the calf muscles, right down into the ankles, and feel that radiant light washing over the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, spreading into every single toe. Now feel the whole body totally relaxed, re-energised, revitalised and refreshed. When you're ready to begin to move and to bring your awareness back into the room, keeping your eyes closed, just begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, just some gentle movements. And then if you want to, you can lift your arms up above your head and do a really big full body stretch from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. Really feeling the body reawakening. And then drawing your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around them, giving them a big hug, and just gently rocking the body from one side to the other, feeling the muscles in the back just coming back to life again. Maybe drawing circles with the knees one way, and then taking it in the other direction. And then when you're ready, just rolling very slowly and in your own time over onto your right hand side. You might want to support your head with your hands if you haven't got a pillow. Tuck your blanket in behind your back, draw your knees up to your chest, and just really allow that beautiful feeling of relaxation to permeate through the whole of the body, taking in a couple of lovely deep breaths, absorbing that relaxation into every cell of the body. And then when you're ready, just just placing the left hand down on the floor, keeping your eyes closed and using that hand to push yourself up slowly into a seated position. And then when you're sat up, keeping your eyes closed still, just gently rubbing the palms of your hands together, creating some friction so you bring some beautiful warmth and energy into the palms of your hands. And when you can feel that heat and you can feel that energy, then place the palms over the eye sockets and feel that warmth permeating into the eyes. And then very slowly opening the eyes into the darkness and just beginning to separate the fingers and allow the light to come in. You might want to use your fingers just to massage your face or to tap your crown of your head, bring yourself back into the space, rub your shoulders. Okay. Everybody back in the room. I'm sure some of you might still be lying down because I can't see you. Okay, and then when we're ready, we're going to take 3 beautiful deep breaths. So taking our arms and our hands out to the side, breathing in, lifting the energy up above us, breathing out, drawing it down into your heart center. Breathing in again, lifting those hands up, drawing that energy above you, and breathing out as you draw it into your heart. And one last time. Breathing in and breathing out. Thank you very much for joining me. Namaste. And I look forward to sharing more classes with you in the future. It's been really lovely to connect with you this way. And please feel free to contact me if you've got any questions at all about what we've just done, if you've got any requests for anything in particular you'd like me to do in future online classes. And I wish you all well, and I really look forward to when we're able to meet again face to face. Namaste.